Hello, everybody. It's Monday. It's a new week, and I was gonna do something different, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna save it to the next year now, when I can play stuff more longer, I guess, and bit more interesting. Not interesting. I don't know. I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm gonna play 2 games today. So both old point and click games that I have never played. Game Pass quests. I've never played any of these 3 games, like this one, Full Throttle, and Grim Fandango. And I will play Grim Fandango at some point, but it's just a lot longer than these 2, so I have to find somewhere I can fit it in, either before the end of this month or just randomly in next year. So. Alright, point and click games as always, I use guides for, just because time. Let's remastered it, subtitles on. Let's go. Would you like to enable the developer's commentary? No. One day maybe, but not right now. LucasArts, RIP. Dead.
I'm thirsty.
I don't think you should drink that.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could.
He's got arms!
Take all the world.
Dun dun dun.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Run,
Hands
little
off
Henny.
that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both.
BS help!
I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now, I know that I must go back to the mansion.
I've never played Maniac Mansion either. And it's kind of incorporated into this game because I have to get 2 achievements with it. But we're not going to play it fully. Tim Schafer's name is just all over this. Absolute jam this is.
What's up?
Hey, thanks for the follow, Sans.
Okay, we'll spread out commando style.
Whoa.
Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
Lord, she
Well,
crazy.
I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
I'm sure I'll figure all this out as I go. Just X is interact, A is move, Y is inventory. I'm pretty sure I'll get it from that. Right, I need to use this bell. A 100 times. Five. Is it funny that I've already lost count? I'm pretty sure that was 10.
I think you have to push it.
This is gonna be fun.
I think you have to push
I
it.
know I have to push it. I've lost count again, but I'm pretty sure that's 20. Oh, shit. $30. $40. $50, we're halfway. That was 60. $70. $80. $90, $91, $92, $93, $94, $95, $96, $97, $98, $99. I came off by one. Most annoying guest ever. Ring the front desk bell 100 times. Achievement and a Game Pass quest. Win. Gun with a dime stuck to it. Take that. Take that. In we go. Ah, Swiss bank book. We're gonna find all of his naughty goings on. Boo boo be gone. I wonder how many Star Wars references there are going to be in this game. Classic LucasArts.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Rap sheet trespasser. Find Fred's basement workshop.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Upstairs.
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milk toast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river!
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course! That's why I'll have to do it! Yesterday! To the time machine!
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon!
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people.
Reminds me of the cat from Half-Life 2. What cat?
Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Everyone that worked at this studio must have been on some top-notch, like, I can only assume a mountain of cocaine. Wedgie.
Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we gonna get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Alright, let's do it.
Maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get
over
back
there?
down here? Yeah. You were upstairs.
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
How
Flush
convenient.
Small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No, let's see
It just
if
played the
what's
Addams
his
Family.
name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Okay, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogen, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogen.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
Ding ding. Okay. Apparently, I have to just stay still for like 5 minutes now. I didn't know this was an achievement. So, yeah. We're in December. I can't believe we've come this far. I didn't think I would make it to March. And, I'm tired, to be honest. Very tired. But if, I think if lockdown hadn't happened, I would have struggled a lot more. Having 4 months just to play games was very convenient. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a blast. I have played some terrible games. I played some really good ones too. But there was a lot of stuff that I've played that if I had to work every day still, this entire year, I don't think I would have got any. I would have struggled. I would have really struggled. Because I've pretty much ran out of games now. 24 days away from the end of the year. Like, I think since October, like the end of October, I've had to buy a new game every couple of days because I'm like, I don't have time, so I need shorter games. I don't own shorter games, so I have to buy shorter games. And yeah, it's made it interesting. So the fact that I had 4 months to play longer games definitely made it easier. There's a lot of stuff that I'm glad I've played as well. Like, I did spend like 3 days on Doom Eternal, like, and I didn't really fall behind. I just played shorter games all in one day just to make it up. I think out of all, oh god, out of all 11 months so far, I think only 2 months I haven't hit like technically 1,000 G a day. The first one being January because it was new and wasn't overly confident. I wasn't that far behind there. I was only 1,100 behind. And then I was 1,000 ahead in February, so made it up. And then the other month was October, where I was 1,000 behind again, but I've easily made that up since then because I've been above it pretty much every other month. But yeah, it's been a weird year. And the amount of times people at work, like customers say to me, it's like, oh, I bet you're glad to be back. I'm like, no, why the fuck would I be glad to be back here, you fucking idiot? It's like, no, just let me be off forever. Still pay me, but let me go home and just play games. That's all I want to do. I should have really looked at how long I've been stood here. Like, when I just started standing still. I feel like it's been about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes. I have to wait for about 5 minutes. And eventually he'll pull out a sandwich and start eating. And that's what we need. It's weird how many games have achievements that just make you stand still as well. Like, just do nothing. Like, you could literally hand the controller to a, I don't know, a rubber duck, and that could get the achievement. Oh man, George has been at the top of the tree for like half an hour. Gonna quickly go blow my nose while we wait for this to do the thing we need. So give me a sec. I heard it just as I was coming back in the room. Dude, it's like cannibalism. Ow. And then I punched the desk.
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here! I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
Okay.
There's something in the chronogon.
I need to make sure I'm doing this correctly. I'm trying to move away, I think. Just to there. Okay. Back to Hoagie. I guess we're going this way. Meanwhile, 400 years later.
Get me down from here!
What a random cutaway. I like the way he always has his hands in his pockets. That seems so impractical way to walk.
What's up?
What's up?
Don't feel like talking, huh? Vow of silence or something, probably, right? Well, that's cool. I have something for Red Edison. Do you know where I could find him? Great hat, man.
It's a great hat.
I dig the three-corner idea. It's like the pyramids, you know? I heard pyramids are supposed to have weird energies. Far out. Well, nice talking
It's weird to
you,
think that
dude.
people like him legit exist. Oops. And we go. A left-handed hammer.
Hey, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well. What's this?
Moronic
Help
drone.
wanted. Moronic
Get a job.
drone. Assist genius. Yada, yada, yada. Well, I'm the only genius around. And you look dumb enough. So pick up your lab coat and get to work.
Okay.
Whatever that is, bring it here. Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
Where am I gonna find gold? George sleeps here. No, he doesn't. He's in the fucking tree. That was more of a punch than a push.
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
That's not what I'd call a lot of cleaning supplies.
Yoink. Oh, I've just noticed it says Max. Or is that Sam? That's Sam. Max is the dog. Right? It's been a while since I played Sam and Max. Yeah. Sam's the rabbit, Max is the dog. I don't know. I can't remember. The more I think about it, the more I think I'm wrong. Let's get fucking wasted. Hello? Mr. Ed?
Ahem. The LALR compiler is constructed by the following method. First, develop a rigorous elective grammar. If the elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored.
Not the crunchy factor.
Blah, 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 blah. Whoa.
Let go. Also, why is there a horse on like the third floor of this house? Second floor? I don't know what floor.
Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
I could be the model. Yes.
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No. No, you most definitely should not. We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang. I'm the delivery man, okay, if I unload in here?
Actually, we are well supplied with medium, so thank you, no.
This ain't medium, it's the extra large stuff.
Please go away. We artists are very sensitive to your kind of people.
What do you mean, you people?
What kind of people?
Big, dumb people.
I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
I'm sure that's terribly amusing, where you're from. Where exactly did you come from?
The future.
The future. Kind of spooky sounding, ain't it? Ooh, the future. I'm from the future. Look out.
Gosh, it would be so nice if you weren't here anymore.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late. Oh no! I've lost it! Oh, where hath gone the muse that once guided my hand with such care? Must inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel? I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned. Father was right. We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino.
Where'd that come from? How long has that been in his pocket?
I'm glad we switched places. I think you're coming out quite well.
He's coming out, is he? Yeah, boy. Okay, I'm guessing that's the future. Hey, kitty.
Where am I gonna put it?
Sounds like the cat's caught a moose up there.
Did they really have to animate the cat's butthole? Out we go. Santa Claus is coming. Right, oil. So we need vinegar and something. Rap sheet, thief. Pick up 15 things that don't belong to you. Where's my bucket? There it is. Bucket.
The water's all sudsy now.
Oh, wrong one. We're painting the kumquats red. We're painting the kumquats wed. Only Hoagie can make a tree. Create a cherry tree. Oh no, George Washington's gonna come and cut this bitch down. Oops.
It's totally covered with crud.
Let's clean it up. Obvious, really. Make it rain!
Looks like a big storm. See, this is why I never wash my car.
Hey, Ben Franklin.
Hey, Ben.
What do you want?
Where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics, much like your mind apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
What a genius.
Oops. Have to go that way.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe somebody should take a look. I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
What's he thinking? No one of any importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps he intends to suggest something himself.
Oh.
Here's a suggestion. It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
What is a vacuum cleaner?
Whatever you say, George.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes. It's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately. No? Good, and so shall it be law.
Every American
What's a vacuum cleaner?
should have a vacuum cleaner. You suck. Here we go. We've got John Hancock, Thomas Jefferson.
Thank you. This is exactly the sort of thing I need for the time capsule. I'll bury it tonight, and it won't be seen for hundreds of years. Future generations are in your debt.
Whoa. Excuse me. Yes? Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington. Whoa. Indeed. Is it true about you and the cherry tree? Oh yes, it's quite true. Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day. I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother. Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there... Oh, well, what do you know? There is a cherry tree out there.
There is.
Well, let's go chop the sucker down.
I'm telling you, man. Mountain of cocaine.
I said come down from there at once.
Try to understand. I'm stuck in this.
Uh-oh.
Voila! You're quite a man.
Only George could
Yes,
destroy
I
a tree. Destroy a cherry tree. Okay, let's send this to Bernard. This to Bernard. This to Bernard. And this to Bernard. Or Bernard. I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but I'm going to say Bernard.
Get me out of here! I haven't done anything.
Well, you must have done something or you wouldn't be here now, would you? You'd be out in the lobby with your tentacle owner, getting dressed up for the human show.
Owner? No one owns me.
Gosh, no owner, you say? Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure someone will come adopt you before we have to put you to sleep.
Damn that Dr. Fred.
Hey, she knows the Edison family motto.
You-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy?
What?
Don't know where that's going.
Ooh, I don't feel so good. I think I'm going to throw up all over.
Uh-oh. Time to visit Dr. Tentacle.
Well, well, what have we here?
I feel pukey.
Indeed. All right, now hold still.
Are you gonna use your scalpel?
No, of course not.
Darn. Do you want to
Skull
use
is
mine?
twisted.
No.
What? What?
Just as I suspected.
What?
There's nothing wrong with you, human.
What a letdown.
Well, I'm late for the show. I'll send your keeper back for you.
I always thought the slimes in Minecraft made a horrible wet slap.
Good boy.
But, he has definitely outdone the slime. Oops. Tutu, smiling people.
Hold it. Humans aren't allowed to roam free here. I'm taking you back to the kennel.
I wish I had some sort of tentacle disguise.
I mean, they move so slowly, you could just, like, probably walk away from it. Ow!
You-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy?
What?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Ha, that's a good one. Imagine a human using a bathroom. Come on, let's take a walk. Okay, human, do your business.
I will. Scalpel to Bernard. Tentacle chart to Hoagie. Back to Bernard. Save. Rash of cow tipping baffles police. Triangular man spotted at scene. Not raised in a barn. Close the door.
This beautiful 4,000-carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock-bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR WARS.
Of course it is.
Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Energy conscious. Turn off the television.
It's useless. No one will ever be
Whoa,
interested
put down the
in
gun,
my
man.
design, so I'm
Put down the
ending my
gun.
novelty inventing career right here in this tacky motel. How appropriate.
Oh, that would scramble a few things. Oh, the idea of that being pulled back out.
This
Oh.
right.
Letter.
Hey, there's a letter here for you.
For me? Probably another rejection slip. Oh well. You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
Some say he's there already. It took him no time at all. Let's take his fucking brain juice gun.
Green!
Bernard!
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't stop Purple, and he's gonna go out and conquer the world, and I'm afraid of what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Hey!
What's up, Bernard?
What do you suppose Purple's up to now?
Well, he wants to take over the world, so I figure he's up to something devious.
Conducting cryogenic experiments on small animals?
I wouldn't doubt it, but I was thinking more along the lines of politics.
Want to help me save the world?
I'm afraid to leave the room. In fact, I don't think I can even move from this spot. Purple scares the daylights out of me.
Just noticed there's a stormtrooper helmet on the top left.
How's your new band doing?
Green tea and the sushi platter? We're doing great! We've decided to really capitalize on our strongest quality as a band.
Which is? actually an
Really?
option.
Which quality is that?
Volume, man, volume! We have a chance to win a Grimy Award as the loudest new band. We're pulling out all the stops.
Have you gotten any airplay?
No, we're a little too experimental for most radio stations, but we have a huge following in the club scene.
I hope it's just screaming.
Weren't you looking for a new guitarist a while back?
Yes, but we decided to go with a guy who plays power tools instead. We
Well,
can
that
generate
works
a
too.
lot more sound that way.
Are you working on an album?
Yeah, we're doing a CD called Rap on the Forehead. I've got a few tracks hooked up through the stereo if you want to hear them.
That's great.
Yeah.
Why the litter box? Have you got a cat?
Don't ask.
How does a tentacle sit in a beanbag chair?
Oh, that part's easy. It's getting back out of it that's hard.
Can you actually use that bowling ball?
No, Purple brought that in here after he grew arms. He got really discouraged, though, because he doesn't have fingers.
Well, see you later, Green.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
Thank you.
Wow, this is loud. Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes, Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli. I broke into your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
No.
Doesn't ring a bell.
But I can't
Oh,
remember
we said the
much
same thing.
about that period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
So you gave up the crazy military commando thing?
I'm much better now. I don't have those bad thoughts anymore. Now I collect stamps.
That's quite a nice collection. Can I have it?
No. No. They mean a lot to me. Sometimes I think they're the only friends I've got.
Nice hamster. Does he do tricks?
No, he just sits there. I used to have a really smart hamster, but something happened to him.
What happened to the old hamster?
I don't remember. When I try, all I can think of is a flash of light and this horrible sound.
What was the horrible sound?
It was sort of like ding. Oh God, I hear it in my dreams till this day.
That hamster really should get some exercise.
Well, Dad puts him to work down in the basement sometimes. But then he starts sweating, and then he gets wet, and then he gets cold, and then he refuses to work.
Your dad or the hamster?
Are you making fun of me?
No, I
get upset when people make fun of me.
I just meant...
Oh, it makes me so mad. I just want to relax. I want to relax. I'll be okay if
I don't know how long we have to listen to this song for, but it has to stay on for some reason.
Are all your hobbies this fascinating?
I don't have any other hobbies. These stamps are my whole life. If anything were ever to happen to them...
How How are the folks?
Well, Dad's in the basement doing an experiment. Mom's in the next room spying on our honeymoon. Ted's in the front yard.
Holding up a bowl of lard?
Well, it's a bird bath, actually, but it rhymes better your way.
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
Peace be with you.
Yoink the hamster.
Hey, don't touch my
I'm sure
stamp.
he'd never notice. Try swap the textbook with the stamp out. Also need to use this.
Hey, be careful. You almost hit my stamp.
Now we will hit your stamps.
Hey, want to see a neat trick?
Sure.
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express stamp. You ruined my Pony Express stamp. Not to mention 5 years of therapy.
Oh,
Get out
damn.
of my room.
Jeez, what a grump. He should really try to find some outlet for those. Negative feelings.
Back to this one.
Get out of here. Hey, you fixed it. I guess I can
Olive
forgive
branch.
you now.
Return the stamp out to
Sometimes
weird
I
end.
do stupid stuff and I don't even know why. As if my body were being controlled by some demented, sadistic puppet master.
Well, we all feel that way sometimes.
I'm just gonna save over that one. And then we're gonna do the Maniac Mansion stuff.
Jeepers!
Games History Major. Play Maniac Mansion. I don't know who's who. Tell me who they are. Oh, Michael. Okay. So we got Dave, Sid, and Razor. There we go. "20 years ago today, a meteor." Absolute jive again. Maniac Mansion. Okay, this looks like the old mansion. I'm sure I saw Dr. Fred take Sandy here. It's up to us to get her out. This could be real dangerous. If anyone wants to back out. I heard Dr. Fred was kinda cute. Yeah, he is. Like a raisin. Let's do it. Okay, let's go rescue Sandy. Oh, this is proper original LucasArts style game now. Pick up. Yep, do it. Bugger. Alright, pick up. Key. Oh my god, this is not easy. Open door. That's a big chainsaw. I got you. How silly of me. I should have tied you to my bed. Razor. It's weird with no music now. So used to that tentacle jam that the quietness is strange. Well, my dear, hope you're having fun. Within minutes, it'll all be over. Jesus Christ, she's not wearing a lot, is she? You'll be hooked up to my machine, getting your pretty brain sucked out. You'll never get away with this. Dave and his friends will rescue me. You and your meteor can eat slime. That's what she thinks. Help, help, help! Okay. Open this door. All the way through here. Open this door. Now we gotta walk all the way back through again. Open the door. Take the wax fruit. Oh, I think I was meant to go in here. Now we need to go all the way this way. And then up here. Can't pass until you feed me. Okay. Have some fruit. Wow, my favorite. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Where's my drink? Okay. Thanks. The next set of stairs. Need to go in the fourth room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, in 30 years, gaming peaked. Look at this pixelated naked lady. Alright, now we need Sid. Just gonna save it there, just in case we mess up. In we go. Oh my god, this fucking chair. Is there a doorbell? Is it that? Oops. Oh, the doorbell. I wonder if that's my package. Just gonna wait a second. Open this one. Can't you read the sign? Now get out of here. Pick up. Hamster. I'm just gonna wait for him to get back. Head back downstairs, continue right down the second staircase. And we're gonna go through all the steps again, like, gonna go all the way back. So, oh no! What are you doing in my house? Okay, we messed up. So let's do it again. And then we're gonna go this way. Now I know where the doorbell is, at least I can ring it.
Mike.
Oh my god. She's full on beefing. Okay. Let's try this again. Hopefully not get caught this time. New kid, razor. Open that door. Pick up hamster. Leave the room. Go back into this room. Okay, I'm gonna wait 25 seconds just to make sure he is definitely back in the room. So for the time being, we will just read the calendar. May 1972, and Ted's death day is circled. Alright, we should be fine to leave now. No, why are we not okay to leave? Not talking, eh? Let's just... God damn it. I can't get this to work properly. Bing bong. Okay. Just gonna go all the way to the other end of this room. Okay. I'm just gonna be right back, and by the time I get back, we should have had to wait long enough, so give me a sec. Right, there's no way that that can't have been long enough. Okay, cool. Oh my god, I've actually just read the achievement I have to do. This is fucking brutal. Through here. Down here. Now I understand what happened to the first hamster. Nope. I'm sorry, little dude. Oh, it's so mean. Chef, cook the hamster in Mania Mansion. Don't try this at home, kids. That is fucking brutal. Now we know what happened to his hamster, and the song is still going. Crank. Now we're going down the chimney again. Skinny Santa this time. Terrifying. Death. Rap sheet. Vandal. Deflate Uzo.
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
You and the clown were having a party?
No.
Killed your only other
last
guest.
night At the Novelty Good Salesman's Convention. I tell you, we novelty good salesmen know how to have a good time.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Don Corleone?
That's strange. My wife says I look like Charlie Parker. So, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Oh lord.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you? Well, you were right.
My head. Okay, back.
You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit.
He's just staring at the camera.
That cracks me up every time.
Back here, teeth.
Look, a three-headed monkey.
God, three-headed monkey turns up all the time in Lucas games, doesn't it?
Anything.
Oh, never mind. Hi there.
What can I do for you, kid?
Nice cigars.
I import them from the finest Cuban munitions factories. So, want another cigar?
Okay, but only if you promise not to light it this time.
Would I do a thing like that?
What the hell? Yoink.
Get lost, kid. You didn't expect me to fall for that old gag, did you? You have to get up pretty early in the morning to fool this old joker. In fact, I invented disappearing ink.
Trying. Novelty enthusiast. Get all 6 novelty items. Oh, I think I got another one. Rap sheet, kleptomaniac. Pick up 30 things that don't belong to you. Frou-frou emerald stolen. Circular prints left behind. How did you get out here? I can still hear the music. Excuse me, sir. Would you just like the keys to this car?
Here, perhaps these are your keys.
Where? Gimme. Hey, thanks, pal. Keep the crowbar.
Oh,
Thank you,
hey.
Masked Man.
Maybe this one. What sort of person would carry around this many keys? Hey, that's friggin' hilarious. Why don't you go show your mama now, 'cause I'm busy. It must be one of these. Drat.
I would, but it would only rain.
You call that a hint?
What sort of person would carry around this many keys?
Try and wash the car with the brush.
Drat. It must be one of these.
Oh. Oh. Grim.
Hey, wake up. I'm being funny.
You're missing it.
Ew, it's soaking wet.
Ugh. Don't even want to know. Sweat would be the best of the options there.
I don't think I can put that in the Chronojon.
That only works with alligators. Try to flush the hamster.
I'm sorry to do this to you, little fella, but it's for the future of the whole planet.
Cryogenically froze the hamster. We are rich.
1968? 1974? 1977.
Much later. Where did he put them all? The song never ends. Fork. Decaf. Regular. Fork in the microwave.
I'd rather not.
Voiding the warranty. Try to put something metal in the microwave. Oop.
It's a coin-operated clothes dryer.
Later that day.
Whew.
Oops. Take the funnel.
Thanks. I needed a little pick-me-up. Must open safe. Must sign contract. Must provide for family.
This time we're going in here. That's my ink. Oh, damn it. Damn it. That joke never gets old. Squirt 5 different people with disappearing ink. See ya!
Well, you know what they say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
Good advice. Oh my god, I'm really struggling with controls all of a sudden. $57.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us. We'd like to go over some of your records with you. Upstairs.
57, 101, 999, 57.
Dr. Fred Edison.
Probably have to watch this all in slow motion.
Revenue. Come with us. Good thing we got Dr. Fred under wraps in the next room, huh? All that red tape ought to keep him busy. What is it?
Are you guys brothers?
Are you guys brothers?
At the IRS, we're all brothers.
What have you done with Dr. Fred?
We've got him safely locked in the next room while we go over his books. No, you can't go in and see him. And don't even think about staging some kind of rescue.
Who's your tailor?
Very funny.
I'll just be moseying along.
Keep your nose clean, kid. What did you say your wife's name was again?
And all the way back downstairs. God, I can't wait to stop listening to this song.
Let's see, it's 101 999 57.
Rap sheet. Yeg. Open the safe. Oh my god, he's literally under a lot of red tape. Okay, see ya. There it is.
Hey, Ted. Talkative as ever, eh, Ted? Boy, I haven't seen you since I was here 5 years ago. You haven't changed a whole lot. You know, I bet you'd really like my friend Hoagie. You could hit him over the head with a bowling ball and it wouldn't faze him. Boy, I wish I had as little on my mind as you do. Oh, well. Well, I'd best be on about saving the world.
Let's give him a little lick of paint.
Ted is red, See red dead.
That's a noose. Okay, we're gonna kill him again. Back up we go. Yeet.
Thought I heard something. Everything okay in there? Well, try and keep it down, okay?
How could they hear anything over this music?
Nah, I'm not gonna make that mistake again.
How is he not dead?
Dr. Fred, are you okay? Dr. Fred? I'd better get him to the lab. Well, I got him in here, but he's out cold.
Okay. Can't hear the music anymore. Coffee achiever. Wake up, Dr. Fred.
Damn good coffee.
Okay, just random achievements quick. Decaf coffee or regular
Never
coffee.
mix, never worry.
And then the universe explodes. Try to mix the decaf and caffeinated coffees. That makes Boo Boo Be Gone with the
I don't
disappearing
think
ink.
that would look better right.
And then the universe implodes. Try to mix the disappearing ink with Boo Boo Be Gone.
The legal language is pretty thick. I doubt if I could fix it.
Rap sheet fraud. Try to alter the contract with Boo Boo Be Gone.
The consistencies are incompatible.
Missing pink. Try to mix the red paint with Boo Boo Be Gone. Okay. Contract. Hoagie. Stamp with Hoagie. Cigar lighter to Hoagie. Cigar to Hoagie. Chattering teeth to Laverne. Boo Boo Be Gone to Laverne. Box of Laughs to Laverne. Fake Bath to Laverne. Crank to Laverne. Fork to Laverne. And then switch to Hoagie. And he's going to give the spaghetti to Laverne. Can opener to Laverne. Squeaky mouse to Laverne. Dentures to Laverne. Okay, what we're going to do is going to send everything we have here to Laverne and then send it all back. So
I don't think I can put that in the
okay,
chronochart.
maybe not that. What if we switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? We'll switch to Laverne. We'll send back everything that. Nope. We just sent. Change to banana. Is this tracking? No. Okay. It's just because there's an achievement to send back certain amounts of things. Send them all back again. I'm sure keep sending stuff until it pops. There we go. Even though we've done it, just so I know exactly what to send back to Laverne, I'm going to send the last 3 things. Okay. Chattering teeth. Ooh. Box of laughs. Fake bath. Crank. Fork. Spaghetti. Can opener. Squeaky mouse. Dentures. Okay. Don't have to worry about that one anymore. Oops. Meanwhilest.
Those founding fathers are driving me nuts. Flag design changes every 5 minutes. Well, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm making them a flag, ready or not.
How long's he been dead for?
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it.
She
What's the
said not to
current
tell her.
brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
We need a babe in a leather bikini swinging a broadaxe.
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
Wind, sock it to me. Change the flag. Alright, over to Laverne. And away we go.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
It's about time.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
Ooh, I don't feel so good.
Again?
Maybe. What would Santa Claus do? Climb through the chimney with all 3 kids. Oops. Costume quest. Clove Laverne in the costume.
Hello, I'm a Tentacle. I'd like to enter my insignificant human in the show.
Oh my, yes, yes, of course. Take these tags and put them on your human and have them wait on the bench in the lobby. Entrance will be judged in 3 categories: best smile, best hair, and best laugh.
Thank you, fellow Tentacle. Unlike humans, you have been very useful.
Oh, thank you. Believe me, it was my pleasure.
Now all I need is a human.
Yowza! That was one good-looking tentacle.
Gonna get some tentacle.
Stupid Tentacle. Looks like there's some kind of rodent down there.
I'll take the hammy. Let's crack this bad boy open. Vinegar. Now we just need gold. Chateau and make vinegar. No. There he is!
Hello, my silent gauze wrapped
Are you my
friend.
mummy? Talk to dead cousin Ted with all 3 kids.
My, those are nice clothes you're wearing. Is that what the well-dressed Egyptian wore? I've got to get power to my chronogon. I guess I could wait for a lightning storm. Do you think it's strange me talking to a mummy? It's not so different from talking to specimens at med school. Except most of them aren't quite all there. I really should go now.
Okay. We need to... Oops. Put roller skates on the mummy. And we gotta push the mummy. Strike! Okay, name tag.
Well, that's the spirit. Everyone's
It's an
raring
honor
to
just
go.
to compete.
Let's get this show
Enter
on
the
road.
human contest.
Ah, here it comes, my finest hour.
I like the way she runs. Use teeth with money. Can't win and chew gum
chattering, Mummy.
at the same time. The bird tries to chatter teeth on a human.
Gum.
During the
That
human
sound
show.
is giving me an headache.
Oh, this will never work.
Soggy noodles. Oh my god, he looks so pretty. Yeah, eat it. Yummy.
Oh, Harold, that's
Rap sheet.
gross.
Sheet.
What are you babbling about?
Disqualify Harold.
You really should have told the judges if you weren't feeling well.
Oh, ick! Now, how did that mess get in there? I think I'm going to be sick. Someone in here not feeling well? I was feeling fine until I saw that. Is that your regurgitation? No, I'm a healthy human. Didn't you just say you thought you were going to be sick? That's just a figure of speech. Do you realize you could have infected the whole show with human influenza? But I just got all my shots. You're a good-looking human, Harold, but you know the rules. You're out of the show.
Reject.
What a mess. I hate cleaning up after humans.
And so I said to her, that's not my suction cup.
I like that fezzes.
You think that's funny? Listen to this.
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best hair?
Oh, all right.
Wow, that's the best hair I've ever seen on a mummy.
Thick and full.
And juicy.
The mummy wins.
Agreed.
Hey,
Best
when are
smile.
you guys going to judge best smile?
Oh, all right.
I like the quiet one with the big teeth.
There's nothing in the rules about them being white.
First place goes to the mummy.
Agreed.
Alright, one more. When are you going to judge the best laugh?
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best laugh?
Oh, all right.
Okay, who's got a joke?
Hey, I just flew in from Baltimore, and boy are my suction cups tired.
A classic.
It's amazing how the mummy can do that without moving his lips.
I say we give him first place.
Agreed.
Well, that makes him best of show.
Let's go congratulate him.
He is very well preserved.
I'll miss his laugh.
It's time to give him his winnings and start packing up. We gotta get this whole show to Baltimore by Thursday.
Yes, our work here is done.
Yay! Winning is better. Win the human contest.
Well, Ted, this is where we part ways. You've certainly helped save humanity, even though you've been dead for thousands of years. I think you're my favorite Edison.
Oops. Bye, Ted. Oh, what's up with that cat?
Can't get close to him. This ought to be good.
Alright, I'm playing a cartoon. Make a skunk. Pepe Le Pew. How about this?
Well, what do we have here? Looks like a prosthetic rodent.
Oh my god, this cat is Egg Boy.
Another specimen.
Let's get a quick achievement.
He's not even cooked.
ESRB violation. Laverne thinks about eating the cat. Nope. Hammy in the microwave. Don't try this at home. Microwave the frozen hamster.
I hope this isn't like the primitive, dangerous microwave ovens of my century. Those things could really pop a hamster good. Uh-oh.
Ding.
That was fun, but only because this is the 22nd century.
Yeah, as a
You
kid,
see,
you gotta wait a
kids who
couple
put
hundred years.
hamsters in microwaves back where I'm from get taken away from their parents and put up for adoption. So don't do it.
What if we do it again?
I've already thawed him out.
Now you're
Besides,
pushing it.
he won't let me insert
Try to microwave the hamster again. Wrong one. Oh my god, it's finally done. 200 years later, the sweater is ready.
Ooh, cute.
Of course, it would still weigh the same. Get a tiny sweater. Oh, hang on.
This ought to warm him up.
Say, cutie, what brings a hot tentacle babe like you to a dump like this?
I'm here by accident.
I'm here by accident. Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either. Whoa! Dinner for two at Club Tentacle? I can't wait to tell my wife.
Use the switch.
You're free.
Free to do what?
Free to run wild through the woods like humans should.
Big deal.
I said you're free. Now get off your fat, lazy butts and start enjoying it.
Enjoy being hunted for the rest of our lives by that mustached old tentacle with a big net? If we ran off, he'd be right on our trail. If we stay here, we know we'll be warm and comfortable. Outside, we'd be eating bugs and moss.
You'll be eating my fist in a second.
The woods are filled with wild animals, lions, tigers, and skunks. Man, I hate skunks. Hey, look, a skunk.
A skunk?
Come back here, you mangy humans! You can't do this!
Look how slow he moves.
This is an escape-proof facility!
Who says you can't learn anything from cartoons, eh, kitty?
Meanwhile...
Tell me, Lieutenant, how do you really feel about humans?
Honestly, sir, I think they're filthy, obscene, foul, sickening, like the stuff in your eyes when you wake up, like the wax that builds up behind your suction cups after a few days.
Pretty gross.
That's enough, son. I just wanted to be sure you weren't one of those humanist sympathizers. What with this ridiculous human show going on here, there's humophiles everywhere.
I'm no humophile, sir.
That's cool.
That's good. Now let me tell you about a little plan I have.
Hamster with the generator. Paunch. You suck. Vacuum up a hamster. Okay. Open that. Take that.
Well? Look at that sucker go. He just keeps running and running and running.
Number 2. Power Laverne's Chronojohn.
I'll use the Chronojohn.
Switch to Hoagie. Okay, save it again. Just overwrite the first one. Oops, wrong one. Meant to go in it.
Excuse me. Yes? Mr. President, may I offer you an excellent smug? Can you also provide me with a light? Sure. Well, in that case...
His face!
Blast, I hate it when that happens. See if you can't find those for me, will you? There's a good lad.
Here you go, Mr. Washington.
Could you use these? Why, thank you, young man. Strange. I wonder if I should cut down on the coffee.
Hey, Tom, look. The father of our nation is cold. Better build a fire.
You're right. Huh? I guess you can have my log.
Me? Why should I build the fire? You build the fire.
I'm bothered by the smoke. You build the fire.
I'm bothered by your attitude. You build the fire.
No, you build the fire, Mr. Penmanship.
No, you build the fire, log lover.
No, you build the fire.
No, you build the fire.
I have a feeling that's going to go on for a while. 2 hours later.
You big baby.
I'm just going to take your blankie. Out we go. I can do it.
Okay. Who was the idiot who started the fire?
Back out we go.
I bet this never happens. Excuse me?
Leave me alone. I'm too depressed to talk.
Our lazy speechwriters didn't cover this.
I wonder
Talk to
if they
Washington,
put the
Jefferson,
fire
or
out
Hancock
yet.
while they're outside.
I hope we can get back to work soon.
That's what we came out here for, just for that.
I don't think I can forge Dr. Fred's signature.
Rap sheet. Forger. Try to sign the contract yourself with the quill pen.
It looks pretty clear in here now. Say, did you get the pen on our way out?
No,
I found a blanket blocking the chimney.
Chimney?
Son, do you know anything about a blanket? Didn't the dude next to you have one earlier? Hey, catch you later.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
Oil.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
And finally, pen.
Ah, the final element for my ingenious battery. Stand back, boy. Give me room to work.
Always a chicken. Ta-da!
A miracle of modern science. It will look
Behind every
lovely
great
on
man
the
is a
shelf
quality
until I
roadie.
take it with me to Baltimore.
Red makes a super battery with only little help from Hoagie. Did I get it? No. Where'd he put it? Oh, there it is.
Don't look now, but the British are coming, dude.
Eh? Where?
Gotcha.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Rap sheet,
I'm
adventure
very
gamer.
busy.
Pick up 45 things that don't belong to you.
I got something good for you, mister. Mister.
Mr. Brainstorm? Yes, hand it over. Doesn't this belong to somebody?
Yeah, Red Edison.
Ah. I'm sorry, but the man has no vision. A lightweight, durable fabric like this going to waste down in his basement. When I'm done with it, it will fly. Eureka! The all-season Francocopter, ready to make history.
Later that day.
No, there's no fuse.
So, what do I light?
For the last time, you're not going to light anything. You just push it.
The whole time? How am I going to get up that high?
Listen, just wait for me to say the word now. Then push the kite into the air, all right?
I'm on you, lasagna.
Let's hope so.
Put the battery with the kite.
Now!
Push.
Whee!
She's handling kind of funny.
You got it. Just hang on there.
She's too heavy. I can't control her.
Hang on, Ben. Hang on.
She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Run for your life.
Later that day.
Now that was interesting.
Yeah. Say, can I see that kite for a second?
No, I'm taking it back to my lab in Philly right now so I can study the results. Wish me luck. I never got your name.
It's Hoagie, sir.
Nice working with you, Hoagie. I promise to name an invention after you someday.
Gosh, thanks.
Get my own sandwich.
Flush, my one chance of getting out of here? Yeah.
That should have worked. Hoagie uses battery with Chronojon instead of plug. Hello?
Hello.
Wow.
Power Hoagie's Chronojon. Send this to Bernard. Then become Bernard. Okay, they decided to do some work-related thing, so I had to quickly do, so here we go. We're pretty close to the end of this now.
I got the contract for you to sign, Doctor.
Sorry, I don't like to sign things that I haven't read.
Oh, forget it. I'll get rid of Purple Tentacle myself.
Oh, yeah? How?
I'm getting Purple Tentacle declared insane and arrested.
That's a good idea.
But I need a note signed by a doctor.
Oh. Hey, I'm a doctor.
We're in luck.
Well, good luck.
Dialogue puzzles are hard. Get Fred to sign the contract. How do we get to do? Now back to Hoagie. I don't want sneezing today. I hate sneezing. I say this all the time that I do it, but it happens for no reason. Like, I just have random sneeze days, and it's fucking horrible. Oh, nope. Whoa, that was fast.
Yes, what do you want?
Hi there. Is this Dr. Fred Edison?
Who did you think you called? Dr. Spock? Look, I don't have all day.
This is Farley Croc at LucasArts Games. I just discovered your contract among some very old files, and, well, our lawyers say that we have to pay you $2 million in back royalties. For the use of your family in the Maniac Mansion video game.
What?
This is Farley Croc.
No, I heard that, you moron. When do I get my money?
Oh, right now. It's been credited to your Swiss bank account.
Nice. How convenient.
Operator, get me a travel agent. This is an emergency.
Okay. Back to Bernard. Music's back again.
Couch Potato Shopping Channel, Wanda speaking.
I want to buy a diamond.
That will be $2 million. Do you have a major credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
What's the number, sir?
It's 846-427-35327.
Very good, sir. We'll send the diamond by pronto post lightspeed delivery immediately.
Acquire a diamond.
Thank you for calling.
Now that's service. I better get this to Dr. Fred right away.
That should do it. Where did you get this diamond anyway?
It was donated by a group of Girl Scouts who were in the neighborhood.
How heartwarming. According to my instruments, everything is in readiness. Your friends
Music
have
Appreciation
activated
Award.
their units, so it's time to
It's yesterday
throw
without
the
turning the
switch.
stereo off.
Great! Hoagie! I'm so happy to...
Hi!
Laverne! Wow! I'm so glad you two made it back okay.
I hate to interrupt, but there's no time to lose. Now that you're back, we've got to proceed with the original plan and send you back to yesterday to turn off the Sludge-O-Matic.
Huh?
Say what?
Now hold on a minute, Dr. Fred. They just barely made it back to our time alive, and I think...
Ha ha! You can't turn off the machine if I get there first.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, guys. This time I know I can stop him.
Uh-oh. I guess we better do something.
Let's go.
No, wait! You can't all go in the same stall. Didn't you see the fly?
Oh shit. Okay.
We're
some kind of monster, dudes.
Great. Stuck here the rest of my life listening to Bernard talking and watching Hoagie eat. Mom warned me there'd be days like this.
Now, wait just a minute. It's Green Tentacle. What was that, Green? What?
I believe he's trying to warn you about me.
Oh.
We're going to turn off the Sludge-O-Matic and defeat your evil plan, overgrown worm.
You sorry lot are no match for me.
But there's 3 of us. Well, sort of.
Nevertheless, I mean to crush you.
Yeah?
You and what army?
Why, this army, of course.
Oh shit, where did they all come from?
Yikes.
You see, I've been busy. These are all versions of myself from the future. I've been bringing them back here using the Chronojon.
Because he's got my camera, it looks like I'm saying this. I will conquer the world!
Go to the basement and guard the sludge-o-matic. No one is to touch the sludge-o-matic. Now, creature, I must decide what excruciating tortures to leave them to me. I've been itching for a chance to test out my newly completed diminuator.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Us.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm tiny.
All right, the rest of you come with me. Next stop, the world.
What do we do now?
Whoa.
It wears off.
Aha!
Run for it!
Such a horrible wet slap.
Damn. The battery must not have had time to recharge, but it will.
Shh! Maybe he won't find us.
You, where are you, human? Aha!
Uh-oh.
Take that.
Zap.
And this. Drat.
Metal Mel. I need to just wait. I'll become big again. There we go.
Hey! Where'd he go?
Huh, how convenient. They're lined up like pins.
Excuse us.
What is it?
Which one of you is the real Purple Tentacle?
We all are, Dopey. Weren't you paying attention earlier? Now, buzz off.
Strike!
Great! Now we can turn off the machine and prevent all this tentacle mayhem from ever happening.
Well, I'm certainly glad that's over with.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Leaving so soon? We haven't had the chance to get to know one another. Your efforts are so tiny.
Eek!
Eek.
Run all you like, you insignificant insect. I've already won.
Just what is it you have against humans, anyway?
Humans are our oppressors. They made us live in this horrible motel. They created us in ungainly forms, so we could not rise against them. Try walking around with your legs tied together and glue on your shoes, you'll see what I mean.
Sounds like that's all Dr. Fred's fault, really.
I suppose you're right about that. I didn't start out hating all humans, just Dr. Fred.
You're pretty handy with that ray gun.
Center of the forehead every time. Would you like a
Right between the
demonstration?
eyes.
Why don't you zap Dr. Fred if you hate him so much?
Perhaps that would be entertaining. Oh, drat.
Surely we can talk this out.
Talk?
Surely.
Wait! You haven't heard the last of me. I'll be back, and the next time, the world and all its piffling inhabitants shall be mine. All mine. All mine.
Okay, little fella. Mail this to Siberia.
Switch. Yesterday's news. Defeat Purple
Our
Tentacle
work
yesterday.
here is done. Now we can go home.
Epilogue.
Well, kiddies, it's been more fun than a jumpsuit full of weasels. Now, kindly get your freakish hide out of my home.
Please, Dr. Fred, you've got to get us out of this mess. We look terrible, and we can't buy clothes off the rack.
I'm getting sort
Tragedy.
of used to it. Maybe we could go on the talk show circuit.
Help us, Dr. Edison. You're our only hope.
Oh, all right.
Star Wars reference again.
Idiots! It seems you're not exactly the sideshow attraction you imagined. You're just three complete goofballs stuck in one suit of clothes.
And whose legs are they? I missed it. Must be Laverne's.
Well, I'm glad that's taken care of. Looks like everything's back to normal.
Mental patience. Play the whole game without skipping a cutscene. Alright, yeah, another one for sitting through the credits. That was a really fun game. Really enjoyed that. Surprised I've never played it before. I've played Monkey Island and stuff before. But yeah, never played any of this sort of like trilogy of games. it's written exactly like how I expected this game to go. Just really stupid and dumb, and trying to figure out the puzzles would be like horrendously hard. Burping, crying, and soilings. Alright, after this... Right, there's 2 achievements left. It's for sitting through the credits. They aren't very long. They should almost be over by now. And then there's another one for getting all other achievements, but the all achievements achievement is a bit buggy, so you have to like quit out, go back in again, just load the game. It should unlock it. And then once we've done that, I'm going to quickly go make a drink and stuff, and then we'll play the second game, which is Full Throttle. Sam and Max. Seagull appears courtesy of Loom. LucasArts. Rip again. Take on the words. Sit through the end credits. Right, so we're gonna have 1 achievement left. Yeah. Wow, that was 58 achievements. So we're gonna quit the game. Reload it. Just gonna load that one, I guess. There we go. OCD.
I've already won.
Get all other achievements in the game. So a way to go back to the main menu.
The number to call is 1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing...
I guess not. Okay, well, that was Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, really fun. Really cool game. Yeah, it's surprising I've never played it before. Yeah. I'll be back in a second, so I'm just going to end the recording here so I can upload it separately. So I hope you enjoyed. If you watched it after the fact, thanks everyone who stopped by. And I'll be back in, I don't know, a couple of minutes. So I'll see you then. Bye.